Before we dive deeper into this descent, make sure to help this small channel grow. Hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss any of our darker historical explorations. And to understand why the King of Kings turned his own blood into victims, we must go back to the roots of his empire and the birth of his madness. Xerxes came into the world in 519 BC. When Xerxes was born, priests proclaimed him chosen by our Mazda, God of light and order. They didn't raise him as a boy, they raised him as a deity at the Royal Academy of Susa. Zoroastrian magi drilled the same lessons day after day. You are the living reflection of the divine. Your thoughts are sacred. Your will is law. They never spoke of humility or philosophy. They taught him the theology of absolute power. Every feast, every ceremony reinforced it. At sunrise, servants recited hymns to his name. At meals, nobles tasted his food first to prove their loyalty. Even the way courtiers approached him, never turning their backs, never making direct eye contact, told him he wasn't human. When a child grows up believing he's a god, compassion becomes a weakness. His mother, Edessa, daughter of Cyrus the Great, only deepened that corruption. She had seen dynastic chaos tear through royal lines, brothers poisoning brothers, mothers plotting against sons. She whispered into Xerxes' ear, only complete control guarantees survival. That lesson hardened him. He learned that love must be owned to be safe, that loyalty could never be trusted unless it was enforced through fear. By 20, when his father's death placed the crown on his head, Xerxes believed the empire itself was his body and his people his veins. Provinces and persons made no difference. Both existed to serve his will. His early reign was soaked in conquest. He crushed uprisings in Babylon with a precision so brutal that even his generals flinched. In Egypt, temples were burned, scribes impaled, rebels left on stakes along the Nile as warnings. He commanded his men to whip the sea with chains, to brand it as punishment for defying his will. He threw shackles into the water and declared the Aegean enslaved. To his followers, it was divine theater. To everyone else, it was madness. Then came Salamis. The Persian fleet burned like torches on black water. Months later at Plataea, his ground forces were slaughtered. For the first time, the man who called himself immortal tasted failure. And when a god realizes he can bleed, he doesn't become human. He becomes something far worse. Xerxes returned to Persepolis, and for 79 BC the triumphal procession stopped. The grand feast ended. He no longer met foreign emissaries. Courtiers whispered that his eyes had changed, always searching the shadows, as if he expected betrayal at every corner. His orders grew erratic. He executed architects for choosing the wrong shade of tile, had generals flayed alive for questioning him. His empire, once ruled by strategy, now bent to paranoia. The harem was a world of its own, a city inside a prison.